Welcome to our channel Simply Mathematical. In this video, let us do the miscellaneous exercise on chapter 1 from problem 12 to problem 15. Okay, so let us look at the problem 12. The problem 12 is consider the binary operations star from R Cartesian product R to the set R and O such that R cross R to R defined as A star B equal to modulus of A minus B and AOB is equal to A for all A B belonging to the set R. Show that star is commutative but not associative, okay, and O is associative but not commutative. Now further show that for all A B C belong to R, A star bracket B O C is equal to A star B O A star C. Okay, here it is C, they have made a mistake here. If it is so, we say that the operation star distributes over the operation O. Does O distribute over star? That is the question. Justify your answer. Okay. Now what you have to first do is show that star is commutative, right, and not associative. Then 0 is associative but not commutative. Okay, this is the first part. Let us solve this first and then let us go to the next part. Okay, so the 12th problem. Here you are given two binary functions, A star B equal to modulus of A minus B and AOB is equal to A. Okay, and this is true for all AB belonging to the set R. Okay, so what is the first operation? It is A star B, that is modulus of A minus B, and AOB is equal to A, that is this first element. Okay, so AOB, okay, or the first element or the second element is nothing but the first element. Okay, now first let us prove that star is commutative but not associative. Okay, so if you look at A star B here, that is what? Modulus of A minus B. Okay, and which is equal to what? Modulus of B minus A, right? Okay, so which is equal to nothing but B star A. Right, now why modulus of A minus B is modulus of B minus A? So if you have this modulus of A minus B, right, we can write it as what? Modulus of minus of B minus A, right? So which is equal to nothing but modulus of B minus A, because modulus of minus x, if you have, what it is modulus of x, right? Okay, you know this. Now because of that, modulus of A minus B is equal to modulus of B minus A. Okay, by doing this, so therefore we get this equal to this, therefore A star B is equal to B star A for all A B belonging to the set of real numbers. Okay, now therefore what we get? Star is commutative, right? Star is commutative. Now let us prove that star is not associative. Okay, if you have to prove not, then it means you have to give some examples, okay, and prove. You have to give some examples and prove it. So what we'll do is let A be equal to 1, B be equal to 2 and C be equal to 3. Okay, let us prove that the associative property will not be satisfied for this set of values. Okay, so that means what? You have to first look at A star bracket 2 star 3, right, which is equal to what? 1 star modulus 2 minus 3. Okay, so which is equal to 1 star modulus of minus 1, right? So which is equal to 1 star modulus of minus 1 will be 1. Okay, so what will be this? Modulus of 1 minus 1, which is equal to modulus of 0, which is equal to 0. Okay, now this is what? This is 1 star bracket 2 star 3 bracket closed. Okay, now what we have to check? We have to check 1 star 2 bracket star 3, right? So what is this? This is nothing but modulus of 1 minus 2 star 3. So which is equal to modulus of minus 1, okay, star 3. So which is equal to modulus of minus 1 is 1, you know, right, star 3. So which is equal to what? Modulus of 1 minus 3, which is equal to modulus of minus 2, right? so which is equal to 2. Okay, now what is this? This is nothing but bracket 1 star 2 star 3. Okay, so what you found? You found that 1 star bracket 2 star 3 is equal to 0 and bracket 1 star 2 bracket close star 3 is equal to 2. Both are different, right? Both are different. Okay, so therefore 1 star bracket 2 star 3 is not equal to bracket 1 star 2 star 3. Okay, so therefore star is not associative. Okay, so that is the first part. Now we have to prove that O is associative but not commutative. Okay, so O is associative but not commutative. So that means if you have to prove that O is not associative, then what you have to prove? You have to prove this AO bracket BOC is equal to bracket AOB OC. Okay, this you have to prove. Now suppose we take the left hand side here, so that is what AO bracket BOC, that is equal to AO. BOC will be what? That is B, right? BOC will be nothing but the first element here, that is B. Now which is equal to what? A, because AOB is nothing but the first element, which is A. Okay, so A you got. Now what about AOB OC, right? This we have to check. Now AOB is nothing but A, OC, right? Which is equal to what? This first element A. So therefore AO bracket BOC is equal to bracket AOB, right? OC. Now this is true for all ABC belonging to the real numbers. Okay. So therefore what you get, 0 is associative. Okay. Now we have to prove that O is not commutative. Since we have to prove not, we have to take examples. Okay, A and B. So let A be equal to 0 and B be equal to 1. So if you look at 0 or 1, that is what? That is 0. And if you look at 1 or 0, that will be what? 1. Right, so from here what you get is 0 or 1 is not equal to 1 or 0, right? Okay, so therefore what you get, 0 O is not commutative, right? Because you found one set of values 0 and 1 for which the commutative property is not satisfied. Okay, so O is not commutative. Okay, now that was the second part. Now let us go to the third part of the 12th problem, which is what? So we have to further show that for all A, B, C belonging to R, A star bracket B O C is equal to bracket A star B O bracket A star C. Okay, so how to show that? Let us see. We have to show what? To show that A star B O C, right, is equal to A star B O A star C, right? This is true for all A, B, C belonging to the real numbers, right? We have to show this. So let us start with the left hand side. Okay, let us start with the left hand side. So what will get? A star bracket BOC is equal to what? A star BOC will be nothing but B only, right? The first element. Okay, so you get A star B. Now which is equal to what? A star B, you know, it is modulus of A minus B. Okay, so A star bracket BOC is equal to modulus of A minus B. Now if you look at the right hand side, okay, what it is? A star B, okay, O A star C. Okay, so which is equal to what? A star B is nothing but modulus of A minus B. Okay, O A star C is modulus of A minus C. Okay, so which is equal to what now? Modulus of A minus B. O modulus of A minus C is there. You know the O operation is what? Operation O is nothing but the first element. Okay, so that is modulus of A minus B, right? So therefore what you got is both these, okay, are equal, modulus of A minus B, modulus of A minus B, right? So A star BOC is equal to bracket A star B O A star C. Now this is true for all A, B, C belonging to the real numbers. Okay, so that was the uh, third part. Now let us go to the fourth part. Okay, fourth part is what? Does O distribute over star? Right? Justify your answer. So here you have to answer which question. Does O distribute over star? Okay, now means what? So see, distribute means what? Suppose you have this, okay, A multiplication B plus C. If you have this, then this will be equal to what? You multiply A to B, so you'll get A multiplied by B, then plus this sign A multiplied to C. Okay, this is what you do, right? When you open the bracket here, A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. Okay, so this is what you're doing is you're distributing multiplication to addition. So multiplication distributes over addition. Okay, here, and you get this. Now similarly you have to look at what? O distribute over star. Okay, so that will be what? AO here bracket B star C, okay, which is equal to what? A OC, right? This operation plus means this, right? Star A O, oh sorry, AOB first, right? AOB here, AOB star AOC. Okay, this will be nothing but 0 distribute over star. Okay, so we have to check whether this is satisfied. Okay, does O distribute over star? So we have to check whether this is satisfied. So this won't be satisfied. Okay, let us see why. Let us take example. So let A be equal to 1, B be equal to 2 and C be equal to 3. Okay, you take this set of values, right? So now if you look at 1 O 2 star 3, okay, that is what we have to check here, right? AO bracket B star C means what? AO bracket 2 stars 3. So which is equal to what? We are just checking the left hand side now, right? So 1 O 2 star 3 will be 1 O modulus of 2 minus 3, right? So which is equal to 1 O modulus of minus 1. Okay, so 1 O 1. So which is equal to 1, right? The first element here. Okay, so 1 O 2 star 3 will be equal to 1. Now we have to check the right hand side. Okay, so 1 O 2, right, star 1 O 3, let us check. So that will be what? 1 O 1 will be 1, the first element here, star, okay, 1 O 3 will be again 1, the first element, right? So which will be what? Modulus of 1 minus 1, right, which is equal to modulus of 0. Okay, so which is equal to 0, right? So what we get is 1 O bracket 2 star 3, that is 1, is not equal to 0, which is 1 O 2 star 1 O 3, right? So therefore 1 O 2 star 3 is not equal to 1 O 2 star 1 O 3, right? So what we get? We get one set of values 1, 2 and 3 for which this property, okay, 0 distribute over star is not satisfied, right? So therefore 0 does not distribute, okay, over star. right? Okay, so that was the 12th problem. Okay, now let us go to the 13th one. Okay, so given a non-empty set X, right? Let star from, okay, power set, Cartesian product power set to the power set be defined as what? A star B equal to A minus B union B minus A. Okay, for all A B belonging to the power set of X. Show that the empty set, okay, that is this, is the phi is the identity for the operation star, and all the elements A of P of X are invertible, right, with A inverse equal to A. Okay, so what we have to show? We have to show that the empty set phi here is the identity for the operation star. Okay, so phi will be the identity element. Okay, empty set will be the identity element for the operation star, and all the elements A, right, of the power set are invertible. And what is the inverse of each set A? It is the set is itself. Okay, A. So the inverse of element A will be itself. Okay, so A inverse will be equal to A. So this is what we have to show. Okay, so let us see how to solve. So what you have is the operation star, okay, which is nothing but A star B equal to A minus B, right, union B minus A. Okay, this is the operation. Now see what we have to show, that we have to show that empty set, okay, is the identity element, okay, for star. So this is what we have to show. So that means what? To show that A star empty set will be equal to A, right, and which is equal to empty set star A, right. This is the definition of identity element. Okay, identity element is nothing but when you operate it with any element A, you should get back the element A. Okay, and also when you operate the empty set with A on the left hand side, this is on the right hand side, on the left hand side, then again you should get back the element A. Okay, so this is true for all A belonging to the power set of X, right. So this is what we have to get. Okay, so if you look at the left hand side here, what it is? A star empty set, right. If you look at this, then this is A star empty set, which is equal to what? A minus empty set, right. A minus empty set union empty set minus A. Okay, so this is what you have, right, which is equal to what? Now this is what? A minus empty set. That means you are removing the elements of the empty set from the set A. Okay, but there are no elements in the empty set here. Okay, so what will remain? The set A itself, right. You are removing elements of empty set, but there are no elements in the empty set, so what will remain? A only, right. Union empty set minus A will be what? So you are removing the elements of A from the empty set, right. You are removing the elements of A from the empty set, but there are no elements in the empty set, right. So what will remain? Only the empty set. Okay, so you are removing the elements of A, but there are no elements only in the empty set, so empty set will remain. So this will be equal to what? A union empty set is A. Okay, all the elements of A and all the elements of empty set, but there are no elements in the empty set, so only all the elements of A, so that is A, right. So this is what? A star empty set we got. That was the first equation. Okay, now let us get this. Okay, so what we have to check? Empty set star A, right. So empty set star A, which is equal to what? Empty set minus A, right, union A minus empty set. Okay, this is the definition of the star operation. Okay, now which is equal to what? Empty set minus A will be nothing but empty set again. Okay, union A minus empty set will be what? You are removing the elements of empty set from the set A, but there are no elements in the empty set, so only the set A will remain. Okay, so what you will get? Empty set union A will be A only, right? So what is this? We have found out this is empty set star A, right? Now this is true for all A belonging to the power set of X. Also this is true for all A belonging to the power set of X, right? A is just an alphabet, okay? Any alphabet you take, you will get any set you take, okay? B, C, D, E, like that, you will get the condition, right? If you take E, then E star empty set will be E, like that, okay? So what you get, therefore, from here, right? From here, you get A star empty set is equal to A, right? Which is equal to what? Empty set star A. Okay, this is true for all A belonging to the power set of X, right? Okay, so you get the condition of identity element. So therefore this phi here, okay, is the identity element. Okay, so that the empty set is the identity element for the operation star. Okay, now let us go to the next part. So we have to show that each element A of the power set of X, right, is invertible with A inverse as A. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to take one element, right, A belonging to the power set of X. Okay, now when B is called as invertible element, so B, which also belongs to the power set, is called as invertible element, okay, of A, right? If what happens, A star B is equal to the identity elements, okay, is equal to the identity element for the operation. What is the identity element for the operation? It is phi, okay. Now which is equal to what? Again B star A, okay, that is if you interchange the order of B and A, again you should get back the identity element, okay. So then this set B will be called as the invertible element, okay, of the set A, right? Okay, now what they have given is, they have given that the statement is show that all the elements A of power set are invertible with A inverse equal to A. So they are giving, I mean they are showing that the, I mean they are just telling you that the inverse will be A, right? So what you do is you take, let B be equal to A, okay, just take B equal to A, and what we have to show, we have to show that this condition is satisfied, okay. So that this A, okay, will be the inverse of A, right, because B is equal to A, right? So the inverse of A will be this A, okay. So now let us check. So if you look at this first, what we have to check is A star B, right, which is equal to what? Actually A star A only, right? A, B is equal to A. So which is equal to, by the definition of star, it is A minus A, right, union A minus A, okay. So which is equal to what? A minus A is empty set, union A minus A will be again empty set, right, and so that will be equal to the empty set, okay. So A star B, or if we write this, if we write this here, okay, so A star A will be equal to the empty set, okay. So this first condition you are getting here, okay. Then if we check the second condition, so what you have to check? B star A, right? So B star A means what? B star A means A star A, because B is equal to A, okay. And again by this same thing, okay, A star A, no, so you are doing the same thing here, so there is empty set right here, okay. So therefore what you get, A star A, that is this, is equal to the empty set, right, which is equal to what? A star A, okay. So what happens here, the B, that is the inverse element of A, right, is what? A only. Okay, you found that B is equal to A. So therefore what you have is all the elements, okay, all the elements A of the power set are invertible first of all, right, because the condition of invertibility is satisfied, okay, for any A. So any A you are taking, you are getting the condition, okay. And what is the inverse element? And the inverse, okay, of A is A, right. So that is what you are getting is A inverse is equal to A, okay, inverse of A, that is A inverse is equal to A, okay, right. So that is the 13th problem. Now let us go to the 14th problem, okay. So what is the 14th problem? Let us see. Define a binary operation star on the set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, as what? A star B is equal to A plus B if A plus B is less than 6, okay, and A plus B minus 6, okay, if A plus B is greater than or equal to 6, right. So that is the definition for this A star B. Now show that 0 is the identity for this operation, right. 0 will be the identity for this operation, and each element A of the set is invertible, okay, and the inverse is what? 6 minus A, okay, 6 minus A being the inverse of A. So what we have to show? We have to show that 0 is the identity element for this operation, okay, and each element A is invertible with 6 minus A, right, being the inverse of A. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. So the operation is A star B equal to, right, A plus B when A plus B is less than 6, okay, and A plus B minus 6, right, if A plus B is greater than or equal to 6, okay, that is the definition of the operation star. Now what we have to show? We have to show that 0 is the identity element, okay, for star, okay, this we have to show. Now that means what we have to show? We have to show that A star 0 is equal to A, right, which is equal to 0 star A, and this should be true for all A belonging to the set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, this set. Now what we will do is check this first, right. So A star 0 is what? Let us see, okay, A star 0, if you see, you have to look at the definition. There are two definitions, right, for the operation star. Now which one to select? So here you have what? A star 0, right. So if you look at the sum, that will be what? A plus 0, and that is equal to what? A, right. We have to check the sum and then only we can get the definition, okay. So sum, if we check, A plus 0, now that is equal to A, right, and A occurs from where? A is in which set? A is in this set, okay. So that is A will go at most what? 5, right. A will, or A can be what? At most 5. So this can never be greater than or equal to 6, right. A cannot be greater than or equal to 6, that is A is less than 6, because A can take the values at most 5, okay. So A is less than 6, so what you get? A plus 0 is less than 6, right. So which definition? This, that is A plus B. So A plus B is 0 here, okay. So A plus 0, which is equal to A. Now if we check 0 star A, that will be what? Now 0 star A, again we have to check the sum of 0 and A, okay. So 0 plus a we have to check. Now which is equal to a, right? Again which is less than 6. So what you again get is 0 plus a is less than 6. So this definition, okay. So 0 plus a, so which is equal to a, right? Now therefore what you get, a star 0 is equal to a, right, which is equal to 0 star a, and this is true for any a, okay, 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 up to 5, okay. Now therefore what we get is 0 is the identity element, okay, for star. 0 is the identity element for star, okay. Now what we have to prove is every element a is invertible, right, and the inverse should be what, 6 minus a, okay. So to show that 6 minus a is the inverse of a, right, this we have to show, okay. Now how to show it? So just take this, right. So if you take a star 6 minus a, then what you should get? So to show that, okay, you should get identity element, right. Identity element for this operation is what? Just now we proved that it is 0, 0 which is equal to also 6 minus a star a, right. So this we have to show, okay. Now so you take, let a belong to the set 0 1 2 3 4 5, okay. Now if we take this a star 6 minus a, okay, if we take this, what you will get here? Let us see. So you have to first check the sum of a and b, right. So check the sum of a and b, so that is a plus 6 minus a, right, this we have to check. So this is what, a plus 6 minus a. So minus a and a will get cancelled here, right. So what you will get is 6. Now 6 is greater than or equal to 6, right. 6 is greater than or equal to 6, right. So which definition? This definition, okay, a plus b minus 6. So it is a plus 6 minus a minus 6, right. So which is equal to what? A plus 6 minus a minus 6. Now plus and minus 6 will get cancelled here, okay, and a and minus a, right. So you will get it as 0. So a star 6 minus a is 0. Now if we check what? The other equation, okay, that is this. So we have to check this, it should be equal to 0, right. The bracket 6 minus a star a, okay. So again by this same thing here, you have to check the sum. So 6 minus a plus a, okay, 6 minus a plus a, 6 minus a plus a, right. So now what happens here? Minus a and a will get cancelled, okay. So you will get 6, which is greater than or equal to 6. So the same definition, right, a plus b minus 6. So what you will get? 6 minus a plus a minus 6. So here minus 6 gets cancelled, a minus a gets cancelled, so you will get 0, right. So therefore what you got? A star 6 minus a, right, is equal to 0, which is equal to 6 minus a star a, right. So you got the condition of the inverse of a, okay. And what is the inverse of a? The inverse of a is 6 minus a, right. So therefore every element, right, because we have taken any element a, right, and we are getting the condition, okay. So every element a is invertible, right, and the inverse of a is what? 6 minus a, right. Okay, now that was the 14th problem, right. Now let us go to the 15th problem. So 15th problem is what? So let A be equal to the set minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and B is equal to the set minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, right? And f g from A to B be functions defined by fx equal to x square minus x for x belonging to the set A, and gx is equal to 2 times modulus of x minus half minus 1, okay, where x belongs to A. Now are f and g equal? Justify your answer. Okay. So here one thing you have to note here is that you are given two functions, right? F and g from the same domain A to the same codomain B, right? Both the functions have the same domain and the codomain. Okay, and the function fx is defined as x square minus x, and gx is defined as 2 times x minus half modulus, okay, of that minus 1. Okay, and this x belongs to the domain of A, domain of both the functions f and g, that is A. Now you have to tell whether f and g are equal. Okay, so let us see how to solve. Okay, now when you say that the two functions are equal, so let us see. So f is equal to g if and only if fx is equal to gx, right? This is true for all x belonging to the domain, right? That is A. Okay, and what is A given as? A given as minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is the set A. So when two functions are equal, so f is equal to g if and only if fx is equal to gx, right, for all x belonging to the domain, okay, of both the functions, that is A. So for all the values you should get the values of the two functions as equal. Okay, then we can say that the two functions are equal. Okay, so if you find even one value for which the two functions are not equal, right, that is f of that value is not equal to g of that value, then the two functions won't be equal. Okay, so let us first check values of the functions, right, at each point. So f of minus 1 first let us check. So f of x, the definition given is x square minus x, and g of x, the definition is 2 times modulus of x minus half minus 1. Okay, so f of minus 1 will be what? Minus 1 the whole square minus minus of 1. Okay, so which is minus 1 square is 1, minus minus plus 1, okay, which is 2, right? Then f of 0 we will check, right? That is 0 square minus 0, so which is equal to 0 minus 0, which is equal to 0, right? Now f of 1, that will be 1 square minus 1, right, which is 1 minus 1, which is 0. Okay, then f of 2, right, so that is 2 square minus 2, right? See, I am checking all the values of the function at these points, okay, all these points, because that is the domain, right? So f of 2, the last value is what? 2 square minus 2, which is 4 minus 2, which is equal to 2. Okay, so now let us check the values of the function g at each point of the domain A, right? So g of minus 1, let us check. So that is 2 times modulus of minus 1 minus half minus 1, right? So which is equal to what? 2 times modulus of minus 3 by 2 minus 1, right? So which is equal to 2 times modulus of minus 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 minus 1. Okay, so 2 and 2 gets cancelled here, you will get 3 minus 1, right, which is equal to 2. Okay, now similarly we have to check other values. Okay, we have to check other values. So what is the next value? G of 0 we have to check, right? So that is what? That is equal to 2 times, right, 0 minus half, okay, minus 1, so which is equal to 2 modulus of minus half minus 1, okay, which is equal to what? 2 times half, because modulus of minus half is half, minus 1, okay, so which is equal to what? 2 and 2 gets cancelled and you'll get 1 minus 1, right? So which is equal to 0, okay. So that is the second value. Now let us check the third value, g of 1, we have to check. So 2 times modulus of 1 minus half minus 1, which is equal to 2 times modulus of half minus 1, which is equal to what? 2 times half minus 1, right? So 2 and 2 gets cancelled, you will get 1 minus 1, which is 0, okay. Now let us check g of the last value, that is 2, right? So 2 times 2 minus half minus 1, right, which is equal to 2 times modulus of 3 by 2 minus 1, okay. So this is what we got. Now this is equal to what? 2 times 3 by 2, right, minus 1, which is equal to 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So you can see that the values of both the functions at all the points in the domains are equal, right? At each point the values of the both the functions are equal, right? So 2 and 2 here, okay, for the value minus 1, both the values are the same functional value, that is 2. Now f of 0 is 0, g of 0 is 0, right? Then f of 1 is 0, then g of 1 is what? 0. Then f of 2 is 2 and g of 2 is also 2. So therefore what we get is f of x is equal to g of x for all x belonging to the set A. Okay, so therefore we can say that f and g are equal. So the answer is yes, f and g are equal, okay. So that was the 15th problem. Please subscribe my channel for the latest updates.